All right, we're finally back, and on this episode, we're talking Final Fantasy Magic Collector's Booster that I'm going to crack on air, and then we're going to talk about Clair Obscur. Stay tuned. All right, my friends, welcome to episode 484 of Prof and Dev Play Games. My name is Larry, the professor at Prof Plays Games on Blue Sky. Over there is Anthony, the dev. He makes games, he plays games. He is at Summer Speak on Blue Sky. Anthony, how are you?
Tired. Just ran to a milestone for Friday for the company. Hit it, which is great. But boy, this takes a little bit to recover, and I'm glad that I have a very long weekend over the 4th of July weekend. So I'm gonna do that.
Hell yeah. Well, congratulations on hitting the milestone.
Thank you.
Good
over to hit here, milestones.
Yeah, it is great to hit milestones. Stay on target for your shit.
Yeah.
Over here, every night I'm like, oh, I got time to play my games. No, I got to work on my doctorate.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I do every Sunday. She's like, all right, I'm reading, I'm writing, I'm summarizing, that's what I'm doing. It's been so much fun, which is something I did not expect. I'm having so much fun that I'm like, oh, I get to work on my doctorate tonight. Like, I don't get to play Assassin's Creed Shadows tonight because I get to work on my doctorate, and I'm really excited about it because the stuff I'm researching is super, super relevant to the work that I'm doing and just super fun.
That's a great thing compared to probably plenty of people who go to get their way through doctorates and are like, don't love the work to get through it. So
exactly. Well, I'm feeling lucky so far. It's only the very beginning, so we'll see if I can sustain this for 3 years. But so far it's a good start. Tonight I went and did a Final Fantasy Magic draft, which was a lot of fun. I haven't done a draft since 2013, Anthony.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Magic draft. So if listeners don't know what it is, you basically have 3 packs of cards in front of you, 3 packs of 14. You crack it, take one card, and then pass the pile to your left, and then receive the pile from your right, and then choose another card. And then the second pack, you reverse order and whatever. Your goal is to build a deck that you can win with. But you're kind of balancing, like, choosing really good cards that don't go with the deck you're building, just that'd be cool to have, versus taking, like, workman cards that are not sexy, but will get you a win. And for every win, you get a pack of cards. And you can't really find Final Fantasy booster packs right now. So it's a great way to get booster packs. But I pulled, Anthony, I sent you over Discord, but I pulled our second Sid. I cracked the pack, and there was a card that I really needed for my deck. It was a really strong card. I can't remember which one it was. But then I saw Sid, and I was like, I have to take Sid. I can't use Sid tonight, but see Sid, take Sid, basically.
I mean... Yeah, now with all of that, we're approaching, between you, me, and Travis, about 100 total open packs, and you're the only person that's pulled Sid, and you've pulled 2 of them.
Yep. I was talking to the people at the table, and the guy just looked me dead eyes. Sid is not an uncommon. I was like, yeah, no shit. I feel like I've seen all the many uncommons over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. Sid, but you are the one who is blessed with Sids. So
I am. I've got 2. I got one for Final Fantasy 3 and one for Final Fantasy 15. Okay. I have a soft spot for 15 because that was my first Sid. And then 3 is a cool Sid. But boy, Final Fantasy 16 Sid is my favorite Sid.
Yeah.
7
out
Sid
there,
is cool, though, too.
Waiting for you.
Yeah. It is somewhere. Maybe in this collector booster, Anthony.
Maybe. You doing it?
I don't know if you know, I have a really good friend who had 2 gift bundles and said, hey, I'll sell you the second gift bundle at cost. So in that gift bundle was a collector booster. So whoever that friend is, if you're listening, if there is a numbered chocobo in this deck, we will share the spoils.
Sell that immediately.
No, I think I will rip it in half and give you.
Okay, that's fine. 1 half. Okay. Actually, that'd be an amazing troll. Have that just rip it. Would you do it? You have to rip it in a way that the serialization could be seen on both halves.
Oh, man.
Like a weird, odd angle, and then frame it. And just, that's assertion of dominance to any other Magic players.
Look what I did to this fucking numbered
Card.
chocobo.
Okay.
There's only 77 of them, right? Yeah.
Yep, 77 numbered traveling chocobos. Opening this pack, I've seen collector booster packs opened. There'll be a side that actually is like, how is it? I think it's like a token and stuff at the back.
Okay.
If you start taking from there, things will be face up, but it's the rarest stuff, and you'll be getting the least rare as you go.
Oh, I'd rather do it that way.
If you want it, so flip it over and then flip cards off the top, turning them face up.
Okay, got it.
Look at
Thank you.
You want all the cards face down in the back.
One of the boosters I opened up tonight, the cards were like, several of them were face down, and then they're face up, and then they're face down. They were like in different orientations in the pack.
Oh,
it was weird.
Yeah, it happens.
So I'm noticing the back when I went to crack this. I haven't opened it yet, but it says "Made in Japan,"
Correct.
and my boosters all say "Made in the USA."
Correct.
Regular
they
boosters
print all over the place.
Interesting. So this one was printed in Japan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten some regular, not Final Fantasy boosters, but I want to say Tarkir boosters, or I've gotten a couple other different types of boosters that say they're from Japan. They're English product, but they're from printed in Japan. So
right.
I guess just Hasbro has different manufacturers around the world that they use depending on the product. I don't know.
Right. All right. Well, this is the first collector booster I've ever seen live.
So these go for $100 each right now.
This pack right here?
That pack you're holding in your hand, you can. It is $100 right now to buy one of those.
That's wild. No wonder the gift bundle is whatever. Okay, well I'm gonna open $100 pack of cards. Holy fuck! Here we go. Okay, so I want to be flipping them up. So I'm looking at the back of a Magic card right now.
Yep.
So that's what I want to be looking at.
This will be your commons and uncommons. When you get to flip up a foil land, that will be the separator from into the like rares and mythics.
Okay, got it. All right, so there are commons in here too, or does it start with uncommons?
Yeah, starts with commons.
Okay, I didn't realize there were commons.
Okay. Yep, all foil though.
Oh yeah, I got foil Vincent's Limit Break. Very cool.
Not actually a great card because of how the rules are. It reads like it's supposed to be good, but I don't know why, but the rules make it not. Someone explained it to me, and the fact that it doesn't actually save your creature.
Really?
It's really weird. Yeah, it's a weird, stupid Magic technicality.
When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control, and it has this base power and toughness. Huh, I thought it would be.
There was some. I'm trying to see it again. Someone talked about it. I don't know. I'd have to look it again. Someone was some rules person was going over how this was just templated and not in a great way.
Okay.
And made it not work how it should work in some cases.
Interesting. Okay. Well, that's what I got first, though. Vincent's Limit Break is first. Next, we've got a foil combat tutorial.
Okay.
Target player draws 2 cards, one counter. Next is Monk's Fist foil. I used a bunch of those tonight.
Nice.
Next, hello. Phantom Train foil. For some reason, I really like that card. So I'm happy to have that. Next is holy shit. Okay. So this is Black Waltz number 3 foil.
Yep.
Legendary creature wizard. This is actually one I don't have, so I'm happy to have
that.
Awesome.
Yeah. I've got like 4 of them.
Oh wow, this is the first time I've got that one. That's cool. Flying and Death Touch. I said holy shit because I saw the next one, which was not face up or down because it's a double-sided. This is one I don't have, and I'm very excited to finally have this card. It is Garland, Knight of Cornelia, and then Chaos.
Nice.
I did not have that one yet. Although I did just trade my daughter for Kane.
Oh, nice.
Which she had. Holy fuck. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. Okay, got it. Okay, next one is... this one's not a foil.
Yes. No, there's some that aren't.
Okay. This is Rydia, Summoner of Mist,
Is
legendary
it
creature.
extended art or anything?
It is extended art. Yep.
That's
Okay.
That's why it's not foil. It's a special,
Got it.
different type of special.
Okay, cool. Yep. This one is Fang or that shit. Yeah, baby. This is Vanille, or I don't know how you say it. Cheerful
Vanille.
ECA? Vanille. Okay. This is
Cheerful Issei,
yeah.
something like that.
Exactly.
Play 13 and then you'll know.
I'm good, dude. I really want to. So this is the one that it melds with Fang.
Yep.
But this is the 13 background art.
Oh, the full character,
exactly.
borderless character or whatever
So,
they call it.
I just traded my daughter this card because she needed it to match with Fang, so I gave that to her. Now I have a new one, and it's foil. Next is a foil land, as you mentioned.
Yep. Okay.
So now these are the big ones.
So in here there will be one commander card, which will either be extended or foil or something commander. Like it will be one of the commander Chocobo sealed cards. Set symbols. And then you'll have one Through the Ages card, the full art, alternate art things, and then a mixture of rares and mythics. Many different things. So let's see.
All right. So I can tell right now that I have one that's an MDFC because I see a extended art on the back of this card. So I know that I've got to. So I'll do that one first. This is Jekt, Reluctant Guardian.
Okay.
Full art, and then the back is full art. It becomes Braska's final Aeon.
Yep.
That is a gold, which is rare, I think. Okay, cool. And then next I have one I don't have. I love seeing ones I don't have. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is from 14, so you have to tell me. Raubon, Bowl of Alamigo.
Oh yeah, Raubon.
Yeah, Raubon. Yep,
he's cool.
Ward, pay life equal to Raubon's power, which right now is 2. Whenever he attacks, attach up to one target equipment you control to target attacking creature. Okay.
Yeah, could be him. Could be anyone you're attacking with.
Okay. Next is another one I don't have. Here's the Chocobo one. Cyan, Vengeful Samurai from Final Fantasy VI.
Nice.
Costs 1 less to cast creature extended art. Yep.
Yeah.
Double strike. Very cool. Okay, I've got 3 more to go. Summon Primal Odin. Extended art.
Extended or fancy borderless art?
Oh, so it's borderless. What's the difference?
Extended still has like black frame around parts of it. Borderless means that the art goes all the way to the edge.
This art goes all the way to the edge.
Like the whole card is basically art.
Yes, exactly.
So that's cool.
Very cool. I don't have that card, so there's another card I don't have. 2 more. This one is this one I do have. Might even have this version. This Endwalker. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library in any order.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
And is that foil or not? I'm curious about that.
That is not foil. That is full art.
I don't know if those come in foil. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have that card. So those are possible to get in regular decks too, I assume. So.
Yeah. A lot of these are.
Oh, yes, baby. This is one I don't have. So I got a lot in here that I don't have.
That's
this
great.
Is the Wind Crystal.
Nice.
So yeah. White spells cost 1 less. So I got the Water Crystal yesterday or day before, and then I had the Fire Crystal. So now I have the Wind Crystal. That's my collector booster.
Was any of them have like a foiling? Any of the
like a ripple foil
ones? Yeah, that has like a texture to its foil.
Yes, 1.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, that's why when I was looking at it, I was like, what the fuck is this? It's vanilla.
Oh, so it's surge. That's a surge foil.
It's a surge foil. Yeah, there you go. This is the first time I've seen a foil that I've actually liked because I don't like foils.
Oh, I love surge foils. Are great.
Surge foil is fucking great, man.
Let's see.
It's a vanilla surge foil.
Vanilla. Let's see. What number is it? $537.
537. Yep.
I mean, that's like a $9 card.
Cool.
Because it's surge foil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't feel like there's anything like, I don't know, mind breaking in this thing.
Well, I don't know. You got Primal Odin.
Primal Odin, yeah.
Borderless is. Yep. Oh no, it's not that insane. No, but it looks cool.
It looks really Primal. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Very cool though. Well, there you go. You opened a collector booster.
I did, but I've got one more surprise, Anthony.
Another collector booster?
No. While I was at the store tonight, I bought a mystery booster 2. Mystery 2 booster.
Oh,
or whatever.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's a 15 card booster, and from my understanding, has reprints of cards from throughout the ages of Magic.
Yeah, there's like thousands of cards that it could be that are in that. It's a lot.
So that's fucking weird.
With I think some of them are going to be white bordered.
That's what I got.
And I'm like, border. It's so random.
Yeah, I see one white border. I see, what the fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. And then I see this weird thing that looks like it was like there's a test card. It says test card.
Oh yeah, everyone comes with like these weird. I don't even know what they are. I don't know if they're like jokes or play. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Okay, well, I got Night Wind Glider, flying, protection from black. Militia Bugler, vigilance. Merfolk Sea Stalkers. Well, I got one here that looks like it's from fucking 1999. Miscalculation, counter target spell unless this caster pays an additional 2. Feign Death. Morbid Opportunist.
That's a good card.
Firewing Phoenix. Yeah, the Morbid Opportunist is whenever one or more other creatures die, draw a card. Damn, yeah, that's pretty good.
And that's actually, I think that's in one of the Final Fantasy precons. I think that's in the 6th precon.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, I have that one. I have not used it yet in the 6th, and I played that deck a couple times. Firewing Phoenix. Goblin Grenadiers. Diligent Farmhand. Search your library for a basic land. Recross the Paths. Patriarch's Seal. Arcanus the Omnipotent. Legendary creature. That's a mythic. Tap to draw 3 cards. Holy shit. Okay. And then here's the white border one. Simian Spirit Guide. Exile Simian Spirit Guide from your hand and add red mana. Okay. I've got Mind Twist, which is a sorcery. Target player discards X cards at random, and the X is how much you can pump it up for. And then I got the test card. Okay.
All right.
There we go. Open 2 packs on the air.
All right.
Well, booster pack was pretty cool.
That is, yeah. Mystery Booster 2s are neat. Typically, you can't just like stores can't just normally buy those, so I wonder how they got it. They may have just bought they
had a box though.
Festival in a box. Basically, like Wizards sells those at Magicons, and then they've done it now for the last 2 Magicons where people at home they put out a limited number and they sell it through the Secret Lair site. Which they call Festival in a box, and you get a box of Mystery Booster 2 and some promos and other stuff.
Okay.
Because they do drafts and stuff of Mystery Booster 2 at Magicons.
Interesting.
Because it's an insane set to draft. Like, you need to have probably a pretty deep knowledge of Magic to be good at that draft. But that's cool. I assume then that your store probably just bought one of the Festival in a box. Or went to a Magicon and got one there.
I mean, Magicon just happened, so maybe they bought one there. But yeah, they were. Yeah. My neighbor was like, "Hey, they got what mystery boosters?" And I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll buy one."
Yeah,
it was like $15.
Your store is nicely stocked.
Card. That's a pretty nice store. Yeah, it's a pretty nice store.
What is it again? Should shout them out on the podcast.
Oh yeah, it's Brute Force Games.
All right.
Brute Force Games. a little ways
Down
away
in
from
San Di-
home, but pretty useful in San Diego. Yep.
That's cool. Well, next time in San
Yeah.
Diego, I
Next
want
time
to go
you
see
come, man.
this place.
Yes, please come. It's great. It's really great. My neighbor and I are trying to find a way to go next weekend together before we fly off. Or before I fly off to do my face-to-face doctorate work.
Oh, sure.
Colorado. So, well, anyway, why don't we get into Clair Obscur?
Yeah, you definitely made it farther than I did over the time. I will say a good part of me has been so focused on hitting this milestone that most nights all my mind has gone to I finish work or I finish work, have dinner, kids go to bed, and then I do more work or just play the game to figure out what I want to do the next day to fix. And then if it's not that, I'm staring at Final Fantasy Magic cards.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah.
That's like my mind just needs no, just look at the cards. You love the cards. Just enjoy it.
I don't know if there's going to be a Final Fantasy or a Magic set that I love as much as this set, man.
Actually, in a weird way, I don't think so. I think there's been other streamers that I've watched who are just doing drafts of it over the last few weeks, and they've really just said they're just this set is just amazing. It just feels
so
good, and it's clearly done by a group of people who love Final Fantasy, truly love that franchise, and of course love Magic because they designers on Magic. But they did a great job just marrying the two together. And it's neat to see that can come out of a big cynical corporation like Hasbro.
Yeah, right. Just let Wizards cook, and Wizards let people who love Final Fantasy cook. I was looking at the Zach Fair mechanics today, and when it dies, it gives something to another character, but then it allows equipment from one character to be attached to another. And it's holy shit, you passed on your Buster Sword to fucking Cloud.
I have all the cards to make that happen if I wanted to. I'm that's
amazing
to make that happen in a game.
That's awesome. I have not seen a Buster Sword yet. That's cool though.
Yeah. I have Cloud. I have all Clouds now.
Oh, nice.
Starter set Cloud, main set Cloud, and Commander Cloud.
Oh shit! So do I. I don't have the 7 in the background one though.
No, they haven't. I just have a regular bordered Cloud from the main set, and I'm
but yeah, I have all 3 too.
Will I eventually want to get a different version of the art? Maybe, but they're real expensive right now.
Yeah, they are.
Not shocking. People want that card.
I'm surprised why that card's so expensive. It allows you to trigger equipment twice.
It's not that. It's the fact that it tutors any equipment from your deck.
Oh, okay, got it. That makes way more sense.
It's the first ability, and it's 2 white mana, so it's incredibly cheap. There's been one other card that is I'm trying to remember the name. There is another card. It's Stoneforge Mystic, which is another, which is a well-known Magic card from the last 10 years that does a similar effect, and it's always been a $20 to $30 card because it's cheap. Being able to just tutor up, put onto the battlefield any equipment that you want is amazing.
Yep.
And then you just attach a Final Fantasy tax to the price. So because people want Cloud.
Yeah, it's Final Fantasy and then it's Cloud. At my game store, I saw the Sephiroth dual-sided playmat. I hadn't seen that live yet.
Oh, that's cool.
It was pretty cool. My daughter's favorite character in Final Fantasy is Sephiroth. I don't know why.
Really? That's hilarious.
Dude, name any game, any franchise, her favorite character is the villain. She loves the villains. I don't know how that's going to manifest later in life. That's fine. But it's also a little scary. So I was she's not going to like this playmat. So I didn't get it for her.
Which art is it? Is it the...
It's the tiered one where it's the young Sephiroth on the bottom, then
one winged angel over top.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the Nomura art.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
Brand new piece of Nomura art. That card itself goes for, last I saw, around $100.
Wow.
Just because it's that art. Because Sephiroth, abnormal a normal border Sephiroth is like $30. People want the Amano arts. They want the Nomura
Yep.
art. Yeah, that's awesome though. Man, your store is awesome. It's just stocked with all this stuff. My
It's
stores
very cool.
are like wiped out.
Well, I wonder, does that mean that people aren't buying it down? I mean, there's no fucking cards. Like, when I went there last weekend, I just happened to be there when they had some boxes they were selling, a limit of 12 on. And I was like, I'll get 6. But, they didn't have any for sale today because they're using them for drafts.
Sure.
They're doing 3 drafts a weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, that's so cool though. That's what's great about like the store. They're like, they could sell all those packs immediately, but the fact that they're just holding them back so that they can run events.
Yep.
That's the regulars who will come in and want to play events. That's just a sign of a good store. Who care about their player base more than the quick profit.
Yep, exactly. So it's great. I love it.
But
yeah, sorry, Claire.
Yeah, I've been doing that, and then I did spend like last weekend playing more. Got deeper into Act 2. Where did I progress? I mean, I got, of course, the final party member.
Not Minoko.
Not Minoko. Is it Minoko? Yeah, it's Minoko.
Yeah, I thought Minoko was the last one you get.
Yeah, I'm just getting it confused with the small, his small friend.
Oh, yeah, because his name is Mono, I think, or Moko, or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a very similar name.
Yeah, so I mean, I pushed through. I got that, and then continued, and you have to do the, what are they called? The visages?
Yep, the visages. Mm-hmm.
Visages. And so I did the mask. I guess you could go either way. I did the mask one first.
Yeah, me too.
And that wasn't terrible. Being me, it was like, you could either go to fight them right off, or you can go to the side and do everything. I did every other possible path before fighting them.
Yep. Me
but
too.
I was
because you
like
knock down some of their power. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm curious what it is if you don't. But I'm definitely at a point with the game where I'm like, I really enjoy the story and I like the characters a lot. Oh yeah, you have to fight Renoir.
Oh yeah.
And fuck that fight. One, I hate
oh
that
my
fight
god
so much. Again, it's the part of the combat I hate. In my mind, and I guess for me at least, I can't get the timings. Like,
even on the story mode?
Even on the story mode.
Oh, wow. Like, okay.
It's just like, I finally got through it, but it's just like, it's not clicking with me on the, like, here, I'm like, hearing the thing I'm supposed to hear, or being able to pay attention right to, like, the dodging or parrying. I mean, I guess it would be easier if I tried dodge more, but I'm like, but parry is so much better.
Yeah, exactly.
I want the AP.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm still having such a hard time with combat, and I don't know why. I'm just like, I'm just bad at this game, and I try to get better and just like practice, and it's not clicking.
That's interesting.
I'm like, I don't know. It just isn't. Which is probably making it quite a bit harder for me.
It'd be so fucking annoying because there's some battles, like there was I think I sent you a screenshot where there's a optional side boss where you cannot attack it. You can only parry.
I know which one you're talking about. Yep.
And
I went through it. I did it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you finished it?
Took me. I did. It just took me forever.
Good. Yeah, because you got to parry it like 200 times.
Yeah.
And it's wow.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and it's not, and that's one of the things where I'm like, I think the game is actually incredibly well crafted, very polished. The music's great, story's great, characters are amazing, voice acting is great. Clearly, a lot of people just love the combat and how it's doing, and I get it. But it's just, I've given this game a lot of time, and I just can't click with it. I'm trying, and it's just not landing. landing well with me. And I kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to be a naysayer on this game because I think it actually is an incredibly well put together game and the team did a great job. But art's subjective and it's just not landing for me in that way.
Yeah, especially when you're mixing art with like mechanics, right? Like the mechanics, I'm not sure how artful that is. I personally really like the idea of it. That I don't like how much you have to do it. Like you really have to do it a lot. You have to be really good at it. And I started on story mode because all the podcasts I listened to were like, it opens the window up a bit more, but it doesn't really change much else. I'm sure it changes the damage and stuff like that or whatever, but like you get all the story and everything. But it's still like, I probably make the parry 60 to 70% of the time and I still miss it 30 to 40% of the time.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It just is. I think it is like, that's a good point. I think you brought up like, I wish there was a way to be like, at some point you could just be like, no, you're more powerful than these guys or we'll just auto battle you through it.
Mm-hmm.
Actually Persona 5 did this. Persona 5 Royal and Persona 3 Reload changed their mechanics so that once you were like a certain level over the enemy, you wouldn't even go into combat. You would just kill them on the world map and just move along because they're like, it's not worth your time. You only need to fight whenever it's an actual like interesting thing to do.
Yeah.
But I guess in Clair Obscur, even the stuff you're over leveled with, if you fuck up the parries, you're gonna take a fair amount of damage. Like that's the thing with it, or the dodges. Like that's the thing. I'm like, even the stuff that I'm like, oh, I'll clear this stuff pretty easily as long as I like get my timings. But if I don't, it's like it's just trash and it's still wrecking me, which I guess is the Soul's influence.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you're at the point where you're facing either the Clairs or the Obscurs or Clair Obscur. Did you get you? I don't think you haven't got that part yet.
No.
It was fucking maddening. I was like, oh my god, like when I'm missing the fucking parry, and then what it does to you, it's just like fuck, man. And then it takes so much damage. Like this is a trash mob for all intents and purposes. That's taking me like 15 minutes. Like where you are, and then for the next like 2 hours, I was just like, this act needs to end. Like I'm ready for it to move on. And like I really am resonating a bit with what you're saying and what you told me off mic too. But when I got to the end of Act 2, I was like, that was fucking worth it. Like this is wild. It's the story stuff. The story stuff is fucking wild in a way that was like, this is so cool. This really, I don't want to say too much. This sells me on like the people who said get to the end of Act 2. I get it. Right. So I hope you do, but I will tell you, it doesn't
I'll continue
better.
Trying.
But
probably I have that vacation. I have that vacation end of the week. Mm-hmm. I feel like I can take some of the time each day, 3rd, 4th, 5th of July, and just kind of. I don't think I have that much more. Really, probably like 2 or 3 more hours if I just pushed my way through it.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right? From the second, I'm like halfway through the second.
Yeah, you're halfway through Cyrene, which is the second Axon.
Yeah, sorry.
So
Axon. Yes.
Yeah, so you're in the second Axon, and then after that, it's just the monolith. The monolith kind of goes on for a while. So I would say 4 hours.
Okay.
At max, it could be 3.
I can try to get through that. Yeah. Like there is even part of me, I'm like, is there a mod that just lets me like,
oh shit, there may be
parry or something and just or auto dodge or something. I'm like, or is there a build I can make that just like ignore the entire parry system and everything, and it's just like, no, you'll just take. I think I've saw some Luminos that actually do stuff like that. Like you can no longer parry, but you get action points by taking damage, but your damage is reduced. I'm like, is there a build I can put together that's just like, no, I'm ignoring this entire mechanic now. I don't want to deal with it.
So you have you fought the mini boss in the place that you're in right now on the way to the Axon?
I don't think so.
Okay. At the this is not a spoiler, but I guess I'm edging in that direction. So I will ask if okay. Fight that boss because you get something that will make the Axon like not maddening. If you don't have that thing,
is it a charm resistance
it's a
thing?
charm. It's an anti-charm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I figured that someone else, friend here already warned me about charm in this game. So I didn't know where it was, but I got here and I was like, oh, I'm in the charm place. And he was very much, he's like, you need the thing that makes it so you can't be charmed. Like,
you do.
Because charm sucks in this game. It's an awful,
it's awful. So I got it, and I didn't have any more enough battles before the boss, and I just like went back to find more people to battle so that I could put it on for the Lumina for everybody, because I'm not going to fight this boss without this fucking thing on. So it's the Tissure mini boss, which is, you get a choice. It's like I don't want to say you get a choice. You can say yes or no. Say yes, because there's no reason to say no, unless you hate yourself.
I guess so.
But yeah, this Coliseum area, I just didn't find super well designed. And I wish it was a little better. It just felt like there was a bit of backtracking, and kind of places looked similar to each other, but and going up and down a little bit maze-like. I found the boss battle Cyrene pretty fun though. So
okay.
But I just don't use
boss battles have been generally pretty neat mechanically.
Except
you
for
have to
Renoir.
mix up using different. I mean, one of the reasons I had a compute restart is because he has the move that just like wipes the character from existence.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they do weird timings with it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, cool. All right. I guess I just messed that up and I've lost a party member straight off the bat. Cool.
Yep.
Like that, I guess I'll start again.
There's that other not boss, whatever, but it eats your party member. So like eats up and you've only got 2 left, and eats the one that have 1 left. I'm like, fuck. I gotta finish this battle
pretty much.
with one party member. God damn it.
I was surprised I was actually like doing damage to Renoir though. Like compared to the first time you fight him.
Yep. And but the fucking 5th time you fight him, like just
Jesus
do more damage.
Christ.
Like it's the thing that I hate about this game the most is like you're still fighting Renoir. Like it's him again? Fuck. So yeah. Of course. Yep. You're not done with that guy.
I'm sure I'm not, but I'm like I need to yeah, kind of. Like, do we really need to just keep punching each other? Like,
exactly.
This is getting nowhere for the most part.
You're both superheroes. Just stop.
Kind of, in different ways. Really enjoying Ben Starr's character, Verso.
Dude, he's the star of this game. It was like pre-release. It was Charlie Cox is the main character. Blah blah. It's like. And Verso's like, I can't tell you who I am. Verso's the main character of the game, guys. Jesus.
Yeah. There was a thing.
I guess Mayel is maybe, but whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It ain't Gustav.
Yeah, it was. Charlie Cox was up at weirdly at a fan comic convention that's Washington Summerfest or something.
Is that where he was when he said that thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was probably like 20 miles from where I live.
Interesting.
I didn't go to this SummerCon thing, but not in Seattle. It's down at like the Washington State Fairgrounds in the big area down there. But yeah, where he talked about like he felt like a fraud.
Yep, exactly.
It's just like I came in and just read for this thing. It seemed neat, but that's it. Don't play games. I don't know anything really about it. But I'm like, well, you gave a good performance. Good job, dude.
Well, and like the work that you did to be able to do that in 4 hours, like matters. So don't sell yourself short. You're not a fraud.
Yeah. No, but I can definitely see he's like, I didn't do a lot with this and people love me for it. It's like, you never know what's going to resonate with people.
Exactly. Yeah. Welcome to fandom.
Yeah. But yeah, no, clearly Ben Starr did a lot more than 4 hours for this game.
Very clearly.
My God, that dude is just living the voice actor life now.
Dude, he leveraged one fucking gig into all of this, and man, more power to him.
Yeah,
Holy shit, man.
that there was a thing that I saw. It was maybe you posted it. Did you post it
I don't know.
in the games thing? It was like an interview with him, and it's talking about how you did. FF8 will never happen.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had watched that previously, and it was really fun because he's just like, because they asked him like, why are you doing all this stuff with Square? He's like, they like the bumbling fool that I am. They let me be silly, and they like me being silly as kind of the brand ambassador at this point. And I'm like, more power to you. Like,
he's doing a really good job. I pay attention whenever he's doing anything, which is what any company wants, right? People fucking watching.
Yeah.
So
I just hope, I'm like, please don't turn out to be a bad person. I don't think you haven't so far.
Yep.
I said that why FF8 would never happen. I was also like, it's never happening because they don't have the fucking source code. So
that, oh my God. Yep. That's
they don't have it for Tactics either. That's why Tactics remastered.
Well, they had to rebuild it. Yeah.
Yeah, completely. And which isn't, I kind of knew that this was a common thing for Square during the 90s and like into the mid 2000s is they didn't keep around source code. Like when they were done, storage. No, they didn't need it because they're like, we printed all the discs. Like we have the binary, we have like the master disc. We can make more games. Like,
right, got it.
Why do we need to do anything else with the code? And man, storage is really expensive. Like, really expensive. We should just like format the drives and start the next project.
Jesus Christ, that's wild. Because wow.
Yeah, there was an interview for the Tactics remake, remaster, whatever you're gonna call it at this point, being like, yeah, they just had to rebuild the entire game from like design documents they had, and then just feel like reverse engineering parts as they could, and then just literally playing the original PlayStation game and being like, okay, it needs to feel like that. What do we need to, how do we make that happen again?
Right.
It's ridiculous. But 8 is in a similar position. That's why it took forever for 8 to ever come out on like Switch or PS4 or anything, because they didn't have source code for it.
So they rebuilt it just to put it out on.
They didn't rebuild that one. Someone in Square Enix US in the LA office had the source code for the PC version.
Oh, wow.
They found someone who had it, and they reverse engineered the PC version to put it onto modern consoles. But they don't have the original PS1 code at all anymore. Like, the original version of the game does not exist anywhere.
Wow. They just wiped their drive.
Yep. They need the space. They got to make Final Fantasy IX now.
Well, it was expensive back then. They didn't have all those terabytes of storage like we do now. Yeah, I guess I can see that makes sense.
So, but we were talking about Clair Obscur.
We keep going on tangents. It's good.
Yeah, but you continue further. You're in Act 3. How far do you think you have to beat the game at this point?
If I don't do any side questing stuff, I can beat the game in 2 hours.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
really, it's just Act 2 is just a big chunk, and
Act
then
2 is big. Yep. Bookended by short ones. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Act 3 is awesome. And who I can't even say why. But there's a lot of side content, like side quest stuff I can do. So SPA, this is not a spoiler, I'm sure you know this. Basically, it turns into a fucking airship, so you can fly around. So then your things are accessible to flight now. So I'm going around and just going to a few different places and doing side quest content right now just to see what it is. And then I will probably I will beat it this week because I want to beat it before I go off on my doctorate, and my doctorate work has slowed down for this week. So I actually do have time at night. So I'll play after the podcast tonight, do some side content, but I think it'll take me 2 hours. That's what it sounds like based on if you just mainline it, it'll take you a couple hours. 2 to 3 is what people have said, but don't because there's so much side content, but I'm sort of ready to be done. So mostly because the story's really cool and I want to know what happens next. So I don't need to do the side content as much. I had a sexy time invitation from one of my companions that I turned down. And then apparently that continues, so there's more opportunities. So yeah, it was the only reason I turned it down because I don't use this person in my party, so I was like, I don't really know you, I'm not really interested, kind of thing. I really got to know you if I'm going to sleep with you.
There you go. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not a bad way to go about it.
Yeah, that's how I live my life, folks.
To be honest, I'm going to be saying, well, that's cool.
Yeah, but I love the story. I love the story.
Yeah.
I don't think like people who are just like, this is game of the year, Easton. Like, I don't think so. I'm sorry. It's well done. It's a good game. It'll be in my top 10 for sure, but it's not like Blueprint is still my goatee.
Do you think this could potentially win like best narrative at Game Awards?
I think without a doubt it's going to win best narrative.
Yeah. It's probably going to be best RPG.
It should be, yeah. So far, I mean, maybe there'll be more things, but I think it's a great game, a great RPG. It'll be nominated for Game of the Year. For me, it's just not Game of the Year, just because Blueprints was so fucking special. And I think Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be a game that's just for me. But this game does much. Huh?
I've been looking at Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm not going to get a Switch 2 anytime, but me making a game that uses voxel systems and terrain deformation, seeing Nintendo do voxel terrain and deformation in a very Nintendo way, doesn't make me feel like a fraud necessarily, but does make me like, wow, okay, really need to up our game on what we can do, because Nintendo is that Odyssey team is doing some incredible things.
Coming out of nowhere, you're like, didn't think that would be coming from them.
Cool though. Holy shit.
That direct was, I think, the single best direct Nintendo has ever had. It was really cool. So good at selling that game. I cannot fucking wait for that game.
I wish it would have been a straight up launch title.
I think it should have been. I really do.
The waiting a few more weeks, which maybe it just wasn't ready, but
yeah.
Man, launching with that is a system seller. Then
it is.
I mean, Mario Kart is a good system, but if you have that and Mario Kart at the same time, God, that'd been.
I sort of feel
maybe
like
they don't need to matter because they sold them all anyway. So
that's what I was gonna say. Like, I feel like a month later still is a system seller because you're like, I need to get it now because if I want to wait a month to get it with Donkey Kong, I can't find a Switch. So, I think I told you on the podcast that my former co-president, she got her thing canceled by Walmart. So she didn't get one. But did you hear what Walmart did?
No.
They contacted her, and I assume they contacted other people and said, hey, due to a glitch, you lost your Switch 2 that you had pre-ordered. We're going to make it right. We have put a Switch in your cart right now, and we're giving you $10 off. So you've got a day to buy it if you want to. And we're sorry for fucking up. It's like, wow. She's like, this is great. I still hate Walmart, and I will work to destroy them, but this is good.
Someone decided to have good customer service there at some point.
Yeah.
And that chain was like, hey.
Like, you really fucked people over here. So.
Yeah. I wish Wizards and Hasbro would have done that with the Secret Lair bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Been like, sorry, we saw that you had in the cart, and I got screwed out because our system crashed. Here, if you want Final Fantasy Secret Lair, you can order one. You have 24 hours to buy to purchase this or not.
Because they have control over printing a few more, you know.
Yeah, or they could even say like, "Hey, it will be a while. We have to put it in another print run."
Yeah, sure. You'd wait,
but fine. I was like, "Fine, all right. I'll wait 6 months. I don't care."
Yep.
Yeah. It's rare to see companies be that like customer facing, and then Walmart of all places.
Exactly.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I'm glad she's going to be able to get one. I can't wait to report back on Donkey Kong. It's going to come out, unfortunately, when I'm by myself in Colorado, while my Switch 2 is here, because I'm not taking it with me. So I'm going to pre-order it, and then my daughter was like, can I play it if it comes while you're gone? I was like, yeah. You'll be the first one to play the game that I can't wait for. So all good. But Clair Obscur, I think this Act 2 was just too long. I think it really was too long. I think that thank God they did 2 axons instead of 3. But the place you're in for the visages was a pretty good length. The Cyrene kind of place you're at, the Coliseum as you called it, is I think too long, and the Monolith is just too long. And then I just
could have used some editing in this area.
I think a little bit of cutting, I think would have benefited this, but the interstitials, the back at camp, the character development, I just think is so good. The writing is so fucking good. The voice acting is so fucking good. And then when you get the Act 2 turn, where some of it was just a little bit beyond my grasp, so I kind of had to go online and look at a summary of what happened just to like really make sure I understood what happened, and that was helpful for me to really suss out a couple of things that I kind of missed. But once you got it and it moves into the Act 3, it's just like, wow, they did something interesting here. I think for you, when you experience it, I think it'll be cool, but you'll be like, I've seen something like this elsewhere in other media.
Okay.
I have. But that doesn't mean it's still not cool. It's still a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the thing that I'm not looking for things to be always twists or stories to be brand new. I just want good execution on them. Hopefully this has good execution.
I think it does. Like I said, I had to go and look. What the hell? I had to go and look it up just to make sure I understood it correctly, which I did. But this is weird. My friend who I went with tonight, he got a prize pack for winning, and he pulled a motherfucker. He pulled Nibelheim Aflame from his pack, which is what
like
a person
fancy,
played against
fancy
me
art
to beat me. No, just regular.
Did you get a fancy art Nibelheim? Okay.
Nope, just regular, but still, it's a mythic. But then he told me, I sent him my pictures, and he said, your cyan looks like a misprint. What? Why would it look like a misprint?
I don't know. You can post a picture later. I'll look at it as well. Yeah. I'm curious why it would be a misprint.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like a normal card. Anyway. But yeah, so Clair Obscur, I agree with you that some of the tediousness, I feel like I'm getting the parries better than you are, but still, it doesn't make it like super fun overall.
Yeah,
overdone.
Yeah,
but
I'll just put a few hours in each day over my break and see where I end up.
Yep. Yeah, I think 4 hours.
Maybe I'll just get to a point of just being like, all right, I just want to beat this game now. Oh, I did learn that one thing that really bugged me, like the best weapon for Mael.
Yep.
I can't get because I did the wrong stupid character at the back at the arena fight.
Oh, really?
Yep, you get unique weapons for each character.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. No, wait. I thought I did Mael. Maybe I did Verso.
It's before you have Verso. It's still where you have Gustav. It's an Act 1.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did Gustav then.
Was it? Well, oh my god. No, yeah, it's because it's where you get CL.
Yeah, because when CL comes, yeah, right.
Yeah, and you get her in a party, and then you have to go fight. There's like a one-on-one battles you have to do, and you have to pick a one person and do it. And if you beat them, you get a unique weapon for each character. But Mael's weapon that you can get from there is like her best weapon, or one of her best weapons.
Do you know what it's called?
Maybe
I'll look it up because I'm trying to remember if I did Mael, because I usually did Mael for the one-on-ones.
Medallum.
Oh yeah, I think I have that actually.
Yeah, Medallum, and it's like they're like you'll have this weapon and you'll use it through Act 2 and 3.
Yep, I think I do.
You will not change, and I'm like, but I want it, and I can't get it.
Right, because you chose the wrong character.
I didn't know. I think they're like mattered.
I feel like they're mimicking some things in, maybe Final Fantasy or whatever. Like you
kind of are
locked out of something
older, right? Final Fantasies.
Exactly. Yep. Like the blood sword. Like I went through Treno and I didn't get the blood sword for Adalbert Steiner.
Yeah,
and I don't think I can go back and get it.
No. Or there's there's an actual card for this in the Final Fantasy set, Excalibur 2, which
Oh
is
yes. Mhm.
just stupid card to get in 9 because you have to like rate like speed run the game,
Oh.
because if you spend too much, it's by like hours played, you have to get to a certain point to get Excalibur 2, and if you don't get there and it's out within those hours played limit, you can't get it. But
Oh.
by
Whoa.
getting there that fast, you don't really even like, you're so hamstrung anyway that having Excalibur 2 doesn't even matter.
Oh.
Like,
Then Jesus.
it's such a stupid. That is a deep cut that they put in the card game, putting Excalibur 2 in there. That is a dumb thing to put because almost no one will ever see that weapon playing that game.
Right. Gives like people who are going to run the game again something else to do or to shoot for.
I guess, yeah.
This might be a good time to transition to what we've been playing briefly.
Yeah.
If you're done with Clair Obscur.
I made a game. Now. Yeah. I made a game. Working on a game. It's not out yet.
Yep.
It will be eventually. But last night, 2 nights ago, I was like, I don't give a crap about mobile games or playing them. Like, I'm not a person that has a problem with them. But there's a Persona 5 mobile game that just came out that you can play on PC.
Interesting.
Persona 5, The Phantom X. And it's a full-on gotcha mobile game.
Okay.
But using Persona, like all the Persona 5 stuff. New story that's somewhat like, as far as I can tell, alternate universe storyline. So the normal Persona 5 cast is kind of existing, but not. And they're like bleeding over into this other universe that you're playing a character in Tokyo. I was just like, I'll give it a shot. I'm gonna spend money on this, but it's been itching the Persona 5, scratching the itch, Persona 5 itch, pretty well overall. It's a mobile game though, like tons of season passes and collect all your little tiny rewards and your achievements and roll your gotchas to get your characters and weapons and different personas that you can get. Like, it's pretty intense. No, it's done by a Chinese company, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But they licensed it, and clearly they gave them all the
art
that's to use because it has a lot of the art. Blackwing Game Studio. Perfect World. What Chinese company? Is the parent. But yeah, this has been out in China for like a year and a half, but it worldwide released, I think Thursday night. And I was just messing with it just to see what it is. I mean, it's Persona. It's Persona 5. Does turn-based battle system. Has palace infiltration. It's a linear story still. So I don't know how much I'll play with it. It kind of, those mobile type things, I get bored of them pretty quickly overall in the end.
Right.
But it's neat kind of to see, and it's neat that it came out on PC as well worldwide. Like just on Steam, you can just go install it. It's huge. It's like almost 80 gigabytes. I don't know why. But yeah, it's there, and pretty sure all the reviews, I haven't looked, are all like, yeah, they're just basically most people being like, this isn't a real Atlas game. This is just a mobile thing.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you're going into this, you understand like your Genshin Impacts or Honkai Star Rails or any of that stuff, and you're like, nope, this is what you go into with these games. I'd have a hard time recommending anyone to play it if they don't interested in that type of game or can't ignore the gacha stuff or the monetization pieces. But I played that some last night and a little bit today. And beyond that, it's just more. I haven't played physical cards, but I've been playing MTG Arena.
Oh, nice.
Just running dailies on there and building weird decks and just playing them. I made a neat cleric deck that runs Aerith and Minwu. That's fun.
Cool.
Just big life gain cleric deck.
Yeah, for sure. I have not loaded up Arena yet. I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I wonder if my
just a general
email address
fine
is
way
tied.
to play some games. Yeah. I don't know.
Man. Yeah, especially if you don't have people nearby. Like, I'm so lucky to have my neighbors I can go play with quite a bit. And obviously I play with my kid. I think you do too. Play with your kid.
Yeah. I get a little bit of time. My kids have moved past the age where they're a captive audience as much that way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, hey, do you want to play cards? And they're like, not right now. I'd rather like read or listen to this audiobook. And I'm like, okay. They're older. I mean, my daughter.
Well, even my daughter, like
teenager here in a little bit.
Yeah, I'll ask her to play, and she'll like say no, 3 times out of 4. But that one time, it's like, yeah, all right. But she's still obsessed with collecting the cards. She just loves. She cracked all the packs with me yesterday from the gift thing, and she was just. It was so cool for her to see what there was in there.
So that's been fun. I've been trying to think of like if I want to start playing one of the Pixel remasters at this point.
They're fun, man. We're going to start 4 in a month.
4.
I'm, the fucking Final Fantasy set. I'm like learning way more about Final Fantasy 4. I'm like, I cannot wait to play this game now because now I know these characters and, and it's been so great to have played so many recently before this came out to like really connect with these characters, man. It's been awesome.
But you mentioned playing, like you played Clair Obscur, but you played some AC Shadows.
Yeah, man. I put, I don't know, a couple hours in. I saw I posted on our Discord, but I didn't know that Critical Role was doing a thing with AC Shadows.
Yeah, they had done something.
A one shot.
Well, they did a one shot.
Probably around
this is fine because AC Shadows got delayed, right?
Yes,
a little bit from so the Critical one shot came out right around the original.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't hold it. They're like, nope, it's happening. So I remember that. So that would have been February or something earlier this year, somewhere around that.
When it came out, February-ish.
Was that February? And it got delayed.
But the original release date was November last year.
Yeah, I'm wondering. But yeah, I didn't watch it, but I do know that they did a one shot. And
I think I want to go back.
Damon's character.
Yes, exactly. So they put his character in there and had a quest around it. So I have to unlock Yasuke, which I haven't done yet. I put 11 hours into this game, and I still only have Naue. I have not unlocked Yasuke yet, which is fine. I just really like Naue, anyways. But you can't do that quest until you unlock Yasuke. So I guess I'll need to work on that. But then they had like a pack where like for 1,000 Helix credits, you get like Critical Role themed sword, dagger, whatever, couple of items, and one has like the power of Ukatoa. And I was just like, oh, you fuckers, you got me. So I fucking bought Helix credits for the first time in my fucking life. And then it was $10 basically for the pack. So I was like, I know I'm supporting Critical Role. This is fucking cool. So yeah, that's honestly why I went back to it. And I was like, God, this plays, this is just a solid fucking game. It's not going to blow your skirt up, but it's really good. And then as I was going through the countryside, just kind of, strolling to the next thing, the wind started to blow. And it's blowing in a way that makes me feel like it's going to rain. This feels like rain is coming weather. And then it kind of intensifies. Then there's more things in the environment to kind of give you the hint that it's going to rain. And then it starts, probably 10 minutes later, it starts raining. It's like this huge buildup to rain. And then it's just raining. And it just feels like it's fucking raining. It was so immersive. I haven't had a moment like that felt so immersive in a video game in like a really long time. And it was just around the weather, the environment. And I was really impressed with the weather system. And it felt awesome. It rained for like 10 minutes and I was able to do my stuff. And when it's raining and it's dark, like my stealth is better. So the enemies don't see me as well and blah, blah, blah. It's a really well put together game, and I'm really enjoying it. Again, I'm 10 hours in. I've killed one main person, and kind of meandering around, going to viewpoints and doing everything you want to do in Assassin's Creed. So really, just having a good time. Other than that, I have been playing Final Fantasy 9. And Final Fantasy 9's story rocks, man. It's really good. Zidane is starting to turn a corner where he's becoming a little less annoying and growing a bit. I was like, okay, thank God. Steiner is starting to grow a little bit. I'm in Fossil Rue right now. And I just got a new party member, which is a blue mage. What the fuck is a blue mage? You
don't know the term blue mage?
I've never seen a blue mage in any game that I can remember, as far as I know.
Was there a blue mage in FF3? There was not.
No.
No, they appear in 5. 5 was their first appearance. They learn monster abilities.
Clearly.
That is the thing. Actually, when we talk about Clair Obscur,
Monoko is a blue mage.
Is their blue mage. Yeah, I mean, I immediately got that. Like, makes sense that you're like, what the hell is it? I'm like, no, this is a trope. This is a big, long trope. But blue mage.
This is a trope I didn't know. Like, he has to be in your party so you can collect the monster legs to learn new abilities. Like, what the fuck? This is weird. Yep. And then I get this fucking frog thing, or whatever.
It eats enemies.
Joins, and it eats enemies. But I fucked myself, Anthony, because in the fucking cheat menu, I turned on basically maximize. Like, if I get a new piece of equipment, I get that skill instantly instead of like having to use it and build up or whatever. I did not realize though that in doing that, you're also, I don't know exactly how or why, but my power maxed out. So every time I hit anything with anything, I do 9,999 damage.
Oh.
So the only way that you can eat an enemy and gain their power is if they get below 3/4 health. Or sorry, 1/4 health.
Okay.
You have to knock out 3/4 of their health, and then you can eat them. You can't do that if you fucking knock them out in one hit. So now I'm fucking just mega fucking dudes walking around just crushing enemies. Because I wanted to get all the, I didn't want to lose out on skills basically. So, God damn it. So now I'm facing bosses that probably have really cool mechanics that I don't get to see because I'm one-shotting all these bosses. And I'm like, man, I sort of have robbed myself a little bit of this game.
Sure.
But other than that, it's fine. Whatever. It doesn't really matter for the frog because you eat the monsters to get those skills, right? But because I've maxed out the skills, I have all the skills. Like it came with the skills, so I get to use them anyways. So whatever. So now I'm kind of just traipsing through the game, crushing fucking everything, and trying to make that make sense in my head canon. But I love it. I love the game. I love the storytelling.
Do you have Kina, the card Kina in the FF set?
I do, yeah. So I didn't know what the fuck that was until today.
Okay.
I was like, oh, that's the card.
It is the card.
Yeah. And she does the thing, they, I'm not really sure.
They said genderless, so yeah.
Yeah. They just get to make frogs and eat frogs.
Yep. And now it makes way more sense. Why, like, more flavor. This is all coming together.
Yeah, I'm glad you.
Fun character.
That's great. Well, and then Beatrix.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Ooh, she's cool. Beatrix. And then you get to play as her, which is cool. Spoilers, sorry for Final Fantasy 9.
She has an arc.
Yeah, I guess. And then apparently, so I'm in the fucking marshland and I get Kina or whatever. And then I talk to the other Q character and he's like, and Vivi's like, hey, you look like my grandpa. And I was like, what? How does this person look like your grandpa? And I was like, wait a second. Vivi doesn't look like the other black mages. We already know that. Also, we don't see what Vivi looks like. Wait a second. Is Vivi one of these? And I'm sure there's some, when I was talking to my friend at the store tonight, or at the game show store, and I was talking about having gone through this, because 9 is his favorite Final Fantasy ever, and he's got tattoos of 9 on his body. And I was like, I was talking about it, and he's like, do you want to know? I was like, yeah. And he's like, are you sure you want to know? And I was like, no, don't tell me. I'll find it out.
Yeah. You gotta keep playing.
I'll explore.
Gotta keep playing through.
There's something there though, obviously. So, it's cool, man. Fucking story is great. The story is great.
Yeah, it is Sakiguchi's love letter to those early games. and just doing it in a grander form of being like, no, this is his swan song for the series before leaving. So
Yep. Well, it's great. I'm so glad I'm playing it.
Yeah.
I'm going to roll right from this. I mean, obviously, we're going to go into 4 for the other podcast, RPG Backlog, but I want to go from this right into 10.
It's going to be different.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure.
10 is 10. I mean, again, all the Final Fantasies are generally different, although 7, 8, and 9 have a generally share probably more in common than not.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10, if you go right from this to 10, I'll be curious how you take that. Because it is a dramatically different game.
Okay.
In all ways. Maybe not in the annoying main character way, because that just seems to be the Square Enix tradition.
Yeah.
At least. Yeah, Zidane has a character arc. They all have character arcs, and they all grow. They're not the same characters at the end of the game that they were at the beginning of the game. And Zidane at least is a more cheerful character compared to the sad sacks that are Cloud and Squall.
Yeah, man, he really is cheerful.
He's a very different character, and they're trying to get away from the fact that, like, Cloud in the original game is a pretty big sad sack for a lot of it, and you're like, man,
Yep.
come on, dude. And then they're like, no, hold my beer. Here's Squall. And you're like, Jesus, dude. Just
like
8 is weird in the fact with Squall and the fact that they do a lot where you get his internal monologue. He doesn't say anything, but you get parentheses and you get his internal dialogue to himself, and you're like, just talk. Communicate with the people around you. Like,
yeah, right.
Stop being the sullen, sad sack of a boy.
Yeah.
Please.
Grow up. This is making me not enjoy this game. I keep getting all these cards, and I'm like, who the fuck is this? And I look and it's like Final Fantasy 8. I was like, yeah, I know nothing about 8 besides Squall has a gunblade, I think. That's all I
mean, that's good. That's pretty good. But I'm cool. I'm happy you're playing through 9. 9 is real cool.
It's so great, man. Let me tell you, folks, Final Fantasy, pretty good series.
Yeah, it is. It's a neat series.
Yep.
Be very curious what's going to be happening. Future of it. Square Enix
really
had some more investor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking that they're going to be shifting some focus on the games, but they basically want to alternate Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest games alternate years. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean it's a main line. It could be spin-off games. But they don't want to do one a year anymore. Multiple of the 2 franchises in a year. They want to do 1 per year. Just to give them more time to focus on the games. Higher quality. I mean, so this year's Final Fantasy games is Tactics. No, this year is Tactics.
Well, this year is also HD 2D for 1 and 2.
For Dragon Quest, that's right. Yeah. So I guess
isn't that what you're talking about?
They don't want to do that. Those are the same. They would. Those are already planned, but in the future, you shouldn't see that happening.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, it was interesting listening to some of these investor not listening, but hearing transcripts and then people talking about like, hey, this is what the investors are asking, like the executives of Square Enix and what the plans are. But it's interesting. Series will continue. Have no clue what the next Final Fantasy will be and who will be making it.
Right. Is 17 going to be like another online one?
I doubt it.
Yeah. Core team's still going strong.
Because the core team is still doing 14, and a lot of those people are the people that did 11 as well. So I think as long as 14 continues along, they're not going to make another multiplayer one. It would need to come from that team wanting to make a new one. It is interesting learning that their company is very team focused in that way. Like there has to be someone internal that wants to do the game. I read an interview with like Tactics, Evil East Chronicles coming out, that the reason why it's not War of the Lions is they were for a Japanese person, the director was pretty not subtle in getting that they really didn't like War of the Lions, and they were not, the original team was never asked about War of the Lions, about doing it or having any
Interesting.
involvement in it, and that's why
Oh, wow.
they kind of don't. It was a slap in the face to them, because typically the way Square Enix works is if they only do remakes or additions to games if the original team wants to do it. And if the original team doesn't want to do it, they don't do it.
So
or
who
won't be
chose to do
involved.
War of the Lions then?
Internal Square Enix people.
Okay.
Another guy was kind of like the main director, who's no longer at Square Enix. But that's one of the reasons they just were like, it wasn't our game. Our game is the PS1 game.
Yeah.
And
but at least
so
they're
I'm
using the translation.
yeah, they appreciate the translation, but they're like, no, we're not going to use any of the other content that was added to it.
You're not going to see Baltier. You're not going to see the
No.
other classes. Yeah.
No, none of that.
That's
Although
I
they're
cannot
adding
wait.
new story.
Yeah, right there. That's right.
They said that they've added to the script to make it basically fit better for all voice dialogue, and cleaning up scenes to make the story even more followable. Because I will tell you, the original PS1, it's barely understandable. It's cool,
Yeah.
but the actual translation makes it almost impossible to understand really what's going on. War of the Lions, you can follow what the main story is and what's going on, but
Yeah.
translation back in the mid-90s sucked.
That's what I'm gathering. I'm so excited for this one. Like this, I mean, obviously, as we're going through the RPG backlog and we're talking about playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, talk about the story.
Yeah.
We played 12. Travis the whole time has been like, Tactics by far, hands down, best story in Final Fantasy. And I was like, wow, I'd really like to experience that. And, I think it riffs on War of the Roses, like Game of Thrones does. So it'd be really cool.
It does. Yeah. It
experience
follows
that
the same.
forever. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I thought I lost you.
No.
You kind of.
No.
No. It's very War of the Roses. I think if you like Game of Thrones, you'll find some similar aspects. Mostly it's just it's political in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be my October game. I'm looking forward to playing through that. I know. Are you going to jump into it? You just played it when you got your Steam Deck. I thought. Did you play through all of it?
No, I didn't play through all of it.
Okay.
Totally, I'm playing through this whole thing again on. I'm gonna get a physical copy for PS5, and I'm getting a digital version for Steam Deck. Because I just want a physical copy of this game.
Yeah, well, I ordered the physical copy for Switch, so that's what I'm gonna be playing.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on PS5. I guess if I had a Switch 2, I'd play it on a Switch 2, but I don't really want to play it on a Switch 1. I actually worry that it will be a little rough on a Switch 1, but I will get it for Steam and Steam Deck.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll see what the reviews say, because I could play it on Switch 2, I guess.
Yeah, you have a Switch 2. You'll be fine.
I do, and it runs things better, man. It's yeah. What do you know? It's good stuff. Well, I know that you got an early morning tomorrow, so
I do.
Why don't we stop here? Because I could keep talking about Final Fantasy. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. If you like our podcast, please rate it on your podcast service of choice. And we will be back next week, perhaps to talk about the end of Clair Obscur. We'll see how far Anthony gets and such. But yeah, then anything else for the good of the podcast?
No. Let's see if I get more Final Fantasy packs tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna go to the store?
No,
to see if
my thing should be delivered tomorrow. I think.
Oh, your gift bundle should be delivered. Yeah,
my gift bundle should be delivered. I think it said Tuesday, but it's in Seattle now, so I assume it's actually going to be delivered tomorrow.
That's funny. I got it before you.
Yeah, you did. It's really funny.
I was just glad I didn't get anything that you were dying for, because I would have been like, well, this should have been yours. So
no, it's fine. Yeah. No, that was never going to be mine. I'll be honest. You were
going to sell it or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, or it's going to be someone else's.
Yep. Sounds good. All right, folks. Thanks for putting up with our Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering talk. Lots more to come, I'm sure. All right. We'll see you next week, folks.
Later, everyone.